jogarmd, and welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. For those who did not know, I did say I was going to drop another video, and if you guys have not seen my previous video from earlier today, please go ahead and check that out before. But with that being said, guys, this is a new format, a new style of video, because I will be doing a rivals watch video, and particularly this is going to be regarding Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, as they are the teams that we are competing against most times. And throughout this whole season, I will be doing more teams. But for now, as we do begin the season, right, these are the teams right now that we are looking forward to beating and to always staying ahead. And when we do talk about Barcelona, well, we have to talk about their stance, right, as a team, because they have officially signed Danny Olmo to them. And he's a interesting signing, if you ask me personally. He's not a signing that I think was or should be, made, but a lot of people, even the fan base, they do question the signing. Is he a great signing? I would like to say he's a great signing, but I think he's more of a luxurious signing, right? He's not a player necessarily that they need, but nonetheless, he is a player that does have quality. He knows how to dribble, he knows how to play in small spaces, and overall, he does bolster their squad immensely in that particular order. And he is a player who can play a 10, and with him, right, him being added to this, well, it does literally impact the squad as a whole. Is he a player that will start? That is that is something that we will see in this upcoming week. But other players that I also would like to add to this is that they have two La Masia players that have actually emerged into the first team, and they are none other than Marc Casado and, well, Bernal. But Marc Casado on his front, right? It seems like Flick is really using him and Bernal as a player, as players, as pivot players, right? They complement each other, always trying to defend, right, and move the ball forward and all that sort of stuff. So, with that being said, guys, they are players that not only are from La Masia, but they're still young. So, I don't know if they would particularly start, because what if Frankie De Jong does come? How does that affect the squad? And with that, and with really all that, well, I don't know how they're going to really impact that whole pivot area, because that is one big problem for them. And another player that I would like to add is, watching this preseason, not only when they played us, right, Real Madrid, but even as their overall preseason, it seems to me that this Pau Victor guy, he looks like a very promising striker that could be a big danger for us when we do play them, right? And when it comes to Victor Roque, right, it looks like he has jumped the pecking order, and Victor Roque seems to be like a player that is going to be heading out of Barcelona. And lastly, I would even like to add is, will they be signing Nico Williams? Because right now it is a big saga. You can't escape this news, no matter whether you're a Real Madrid fan or an Atletico fan, because this one has the headlines 100%. And even though we know that Nico Williams has had a magnificent Euros, it's still not even sure that he's going to come. It seems like he is going to be staying at Athletic Bilbao. But with that being said, guys, if he as a left winger doesn't come, well, Flick does have a lot of work in terms of what he needs to do to make that squad much more complete, much more of an end product than what there is currently, right? And, well, it seems like his style of play is really attacking football. He needs everyone to be running up, coming back on defense, and all that sort of stuff. And we got to see at least a little bit of a glimpse when we did have our El Clasico this previous week. But that doesn't show the whole picture, because we did not have all of our players. So will be interesting to see. Definitely would not take Barcelona lightly, though. And now moving on to our other city rivals, Atletico Madrid, because there is so much to talk about them when it comes to them, because they are making moves. They are on fire. And I'm not talking about playing. I'm talking about moving on fire, man. In terms of the transfer market, they are making moves left and right. Right now, they have officially signed three players, and one is Lenormand, Sorloth, and Conor Gallagher from the Premier League. And I'm actually very surprised that they made, not just two signings, but let alone three. And if you think it stops there, well, it keeps going because they have officially secured, through discussions, Julian Alvarez. And it's being said that he will officially sign for Atletico Madrid on Monday. He will actually be flying to Madrid tomorrow or today, depending where you are located. And he will be signing, like I said, on Monday. And if you thought it ends there after dropping 95 million euros, well, you're wrong because they're actually aiming to sign two more players. One is Barcelona center back Clement Longley and the left back that plays in Turkey, David Hancon. And he is one that Simeone is keeping an eye on. But overall, man, I would like to say Simeone is having the time of his life, getting the players that he wants, getting the players that he thinks best fits his style. So honestly, all props to him because I would definitely like to see Atletico Madrid, come back on top because last season I would say they started off great, but then they were pretty underwhelming in the end. And right now, though, there is big questions on Antoine Griezmann because right now his future is in doubt because there are various sources saying that he's being linked to the MLS and particularly LAFC. Will this happen? I don't really think so, guys, because I think he would want to try to stay with the squad that they're getting, maybe get to know these players, maybe give them some wisdom. I don't see Antoine Griezmann leaving this season, maybe next season. But overall, with the signing of Julian Alvarez, I just think he's one player that fits this Simeone style overall. Because right now, not only do you have DePaul and his Argentinian, partner, but he also has Molina. So the link up is not going to be too far, and then you have Correa. So there is so much chemistry already as he's going into the squad. So I think he just fits in perfectly. And overall, guys, like this is just exciting to see because La Liga will definitely be competitive. I think Atletico not only, bought all these players to help try to win the league and maybe even the Copa del Rey, but I think they're making a big strive to try to even try to win the Champions League. And we will see how that happens. And on top of that, you have the World Cup, the Club World Cup that they are going to be competing in. So definitely they're aiming to really try to go for it all. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys think of this style of video? Feel free to drop into the comments of what your thoughts are on FC Barcelona signing and Atletico Madrid's moves in the transfer window. But with that being said, I hope you guys do enjoy your weekend. And as always, Hala Madrid y nada más.